What's up, people?
Big
Tottenham
up.
Hotspur
Big up.
doing things the hard way since 1882. Well, first of all, how are you two?
All good, man.
He didn't hear that intro then, did he?
No. All
No,
good.
no, Nick, I heard the intro, but I'll deal with that when I see you face to face.
Yeah.
That will deal with my friend.
Better in the second half, Brian.
Yeah, better in the second half.
But yeah, first half performance overall. There is a question. There is a question of the night. I will be asking all the callers today. But tonight, go on, give us your overall thoughts, man.
So first of all, I think we need to start 1-0 down every single game from now, because that's the only time we seem to turn up and do anything. That first half was just that was just poor. That was just really, really poor, and you could hear it in the crowd, couldn't you? The anxiety, the stress. I just think the first half we didn't turn up. Marcus Edwards for his goal. It's like the midfield party, like the Red Sea. And we got punished, and that first half was abysmal. In all honesty, from 1 to 11, it really, really didn't look good. But the second half, fair play to them. Fair play to them. They came out and they gave their everything. I have to say, Brian Hill needs to start after that performance instead of Mora. I think he came on and made a big difference. And like we said, there's people, and I'm one of them, that have given him criticism. And I always say, if you're big enough to criticise, you've got to give credit. And he deserves a lot of credit tonight. He does. So Bentancur was a bright spark. And the second half, the pressure was coming on. But why, oh, why do we do this to ourselves? It's what I don't understand.
Look, Brian, for me, Hugo again was at fault for that goal. It wasn't cleanly struck. Yes, okay, it was in the corner. Again, I guess it was calamitous from all of them. Dyer missed the tackle on Paulinho. Højbjerg missed the tackle on Edwards. He rode the challenge. And then they just all stepped off him. Romero, Doherty and Davis just all stood off him. And then Hugo, I mean, he shouldn't be getting beaten from 25 yards.
Do you know what, Nick? When you look at it, and when that goal went in, I kind of was undecided whether it was. I was debating to say, is that a Lloris error? Is it? I mean, obviously the pitch had been wet and the ball skidding off and whatever. And there's other variables to see, but I didn't want to say he was mainly at fault. I think the main part of fault was just the midfield and defence. Just let him run. But you would have thought Hugo would have done better. You would have thought he would have done better, but I can't solely put the blame on him for this one. I think the defence and midfield let him down. But you're right. He maybe should have got to it. But the other thing he was in the second half, he did one of his famous punches when he should catch a cross.
Oh, my God. That was horrendous, wasn't it?
Yeah, and then he must have heard the Benny Hill music right at the end when he started running out. I mean, I don't even know what. Thank God the players were offside, because I have no idea where this rush of blood to the head came.
Yeah.
No idea. And that was concerning. But he made a couple of good saves at the end. Listen, I've made my feelings quite clear on Hugo right now. I think it's time that we start seriously looking for a successor. And thankfully, I mean, I don't know what you talk about Panto season. I don't know what the Sporting keeper was trying to achieve for trying to get Bentancur's goal disallowed. That was a huge pantomime dive. I don't know what that was about, but we have to address these first half performances. And hearing again, oh, we're going to clip soon. We're going to click soon. We're going to click soon. We're going to click soon. Next week, we're in November.
Yep.
When are we going to click? Yeah, there's loads of room for improvement, isn't there? There's absolutely tons of room for improvement. And now we've got to go away to Marseille and avoid defeat. And our away record is atrocious, but at least it's not. We've got to win. We've just got to avoid defeat.
The thing is, Brian, as well, Marseille have to win as well. Isn't it weird how Marseille win, they can actually top the group? That's how tight. Oh yeah, tight it is. It's one of those. Bentancur again proving a point. I've certainly kept saying, I know you concur, but Højbjerg and Bentancur for me have been two of our better performers this season. I think Bentancur's just showing he's got that skill set about him as well now, hasn't he?
There seems to be in the last few games, Bob, a kind of release of him to be more expressive and to go forward and have more of an influence from a higher position. And he is taking that responsibility and is certainly showing it. He has been wonderful. I mean, I would say probably our player of the month for October. When you do these things, I think he's definitely up there. Højbjerg came back after being away and was good. Romero, I don't know why he got booked for that tackle. That was as clean a tackle as you see, but obviously maybe it's because Romero's got a bit of a reputation and it all kicked off that the ref gave away that yellow card. But talking to refs, we've got one big decision to talk about, haven't we? I don't even know where to go with this anymore. VAR, it's not the technology, it's the people running it, and we've got to look at how we can. Thinking how can you make this better where it's not other referees doing this? You hear the calls about having other professional or ex-professional footballers in, but then you got to think, wait a minute, if you have like a Jamie Carragher in, and he's doing a Man U game or a game where it could affect Liverpool's standings, does he have a bit of an edge? Does he? There's no any way you look at it. Ex-players would make a huge difference because obviously they've seen the game, they know it, they can see and they can tell. But then do they start thinking about their team loyalty? And then
and not only that, but you know, a decision goes against a team. I'll remember when he slipped against that team and it cost him 3 points. Remember when a back pass is just getting his own back. So I think it would just cause so many problems. I just don't see why anything can't be black and white. He was onside. They were onside when the ball was hit. The ball was hit back. His knee, not even his knee, his little pube was offside.
Bob, you know what it is? You know what it is as well. I look at it. You look at the World Cup in Russia, and you look at the Euros we just had in England and all the other countries they were. Every single VAR decision, bang, 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 done, and it was just sorted within. And the other thing you keep hearing is the professionals saying if the referee can't make a decision or VAR can't make a decision within 2 minutes,
it's all clear and obvious. Yeah,
there you go. And I think that's the way we've changed the offside rule, the way we've changed the handball rule. I think these kind of laws have to come into play, or what we've seen before, that automated thing for offsides, where that you saw it where it did it in like 45 seconds, bang, onside, offside. At least you know. In all honesty, if it came down to it, and these rules, these kind of changes don't get integrated into the game or anything, I'd say just scrap it. Do you know what? You went back in the day and we're going, the VAR was there. At least it was done and it was quick and the game got on. Glenn Hoddle said on BT just now, and I mean, Glenn Hoddle, I'm getting annoyed listening to him on Tottenham games. Love him as a player. As a pundit, he's not the greatest. But even he was saying, listen, this is getting silly. It's taking the enjoyment out of it. He said fans are going to stop going because they're like, you're waiting 4, 5, 6, 7 minutes to celebrate a goal or not. That joy, that adrenaline, that excitement, it's getting taken away and stand out. And it is ruining the game. And like I said, if we can't make some drastic changes to VAR, I personally, I don't know how everyone else would feel, I'd scrap it.
You know, you say about fans stop going. Should fans look at the offside goal, the disallowed goal, and let that paper over the cracks? And the cracks were quite evident in that first half. I think we shouldn't be sitting here crying and observing a disallowed last-minute goal because we should be beating the team like Sporting.
Yeah.
And I'm about to sneeze.
Well, bless you, sir. Bless you, my brother. So, what I will say with that is, like we said, we have, when we go on these streams, and not just us and the Tottenham community, every fan club around the world that do this around the world, they all come on and have their say. And obviously, we watch our ones more than anything, and we come on and say, yeah, we're Tottenham, we're going to win, we're going to beat them, we're going to beat them, we're going to beat them. I know someone that who I love dearly, but thinks we're going to win 4-1 every single game. Can't remember who he is, but all I do know is he was in a coma at some point. So this is the kind of things we got to stop it. I know you don't want you won't say Spurs are going to lose or Spurs are going to draw, but that's what we're hoping for and that's what we want. But we're not that team. We're not that team at the moment.
No, I know, Brian. But positives: Brian Hill's performance tonight.
Right? No, like I said, listen. The positives: when we're losing, I put a tweet out and I said, "No passion, no this, no this, no this." Positives: what a wonderful tifo. So yeah, but no, Brian Hill for me. Really did stake a claim. He came on against Eintracht Frankfurt last week and he did a couple of bits, got the penalty, did a few things, but he didn't listen. Do I think he's the answer permanently? No, Kulusevski is that answer and maybe getting someone else in. But he certainly staked his claim. And with us playing so badly and not being able to create, his passing, his movement, we've got to take positive from it. And like I said, if you're going to criticise, you've got to give credit as well, and he does deserve credit. He certainly does deserve credit today, that's for sure.
And finally, Brian, man of the match.
Well, I would say Benton Core, Brian Hill. In all honesty,
Brian Hill. Okay.
I would do that only because of the impact he had. Only because of the impact he had. I think Benton Core overall in the game probably just shades it. But you know when Son came on and scored his hat trick against Leicester, we said Son, and rightly so because of his impact that he had.
Yeah.
He did come on and have an impact. Obviously, didn't score a hat trick, but we certainly started dominating the game a bit more and getting forward a bit more aggressively. So overall, it'd be Benson Core. But if I had to do it on impact, it would be Brian Hill.
Okay, mate.
Yep.
Cool. Big up, Brian.
Big up, buddy.
I've got to do it today because today is a special day.
He's got his fingers out.
Yeah, I've got to, mate, because today is the day that I changed from 14 years to 15 years of saying this, because today, around about this time, at half time, we sat Martin Yol.
Yep.
So all I want to say, 15 years of doing this, or not the fingers, or being on YouTube.
Oh,
but
yeah. 15
and
years of fingers.
Always, Levy out. Love
Big
you
up.
all.
Big up, Brian.